It's Thursday, and accordingly to the housekeeping schedule, it's accountability day. It's the last Thursday of the month, so I'm going to prepare the following month. And that goes like a piece of paper divided in half, on one side the week, on the other half the weekend. And then each side gets divided in five, like so. This would be the week, this would be the weekend, and then this would be the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week. And a month only has 4 weeks, but sometimes there are a few days that go into the following month's first week, so I consider 5 weeks. And then I see what are the bills I have to pay in the first week. I write them down. What am I supposed to do on the weekends? How much am I supposed to pay? Write it down. And I do this for every week. And that will give me an idea of how I can manage my money. And since the expenses are indicated, whether they are being charged to my account directly or I have to pay them, I know how much I'm going to spend in the end of the month, and I know how much I'm going to spend on a weekly basis. So I know how much I can use. And by that, I mean, I used to get paid and then I would spend whatever. I knew I had my accounts, and then I would spend how I felt like it. And I realized it didn't work. And the reason why it didn't work was I wasn't considering the things that would happen during the weeks. So there are the bills to be paid, but sometimes during the week there are unexpected things, or rather expected things that we are not considering. For instance, let's say you go out with friends on one week and you go out for lunch or to coffee. That's one expense that you'll have that if you don't put on paper, you will not remember. You'll have, let's say it's in the middle of the month, you receive on the 1st, you will not remember on the 1st that you'll have that expense on the 15th. So when the 15th arrive, you have already spent that money, or you'll be spending the money that was supposed to be to something else. That's how I used to do things. That's why now I just do this. Divide a piece of paper in half. One side is the week, another side is the weekend. Divide these two halves in horizontal lines. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth weeks. Write down what I'm supposed to be spending in each week. Add it up in each week and in each weekend. Add it up at the end, see if there's any money left. And that means that when expenses arrive, I'll be ready for them because I know they are coming. It also means that if I manage to save, besides the money that is saved, the money left, if there's any money left, it depends on the month, and the expenses of the month. For instance, when I have insurances to pay or things from the or taxes from the card to pay, or um, I need to take the car to the mechanical, or there's a problem in the house. These expenses appear and I write it down in the week. So let's say this first week, let's consider this the first week, and that I am supposed to spend, I don't know, let's say 60. I have no idea. I'm just throwing a number. Let's suppose I'm supposed to spend 60 this first week and 80 the second week and 60 the second week. But on this first week, I have a problem, or I am forced to spend an extra 100 euros. So I spent 160 euros in this first week, and I have these expenses already accounted for on these. but I also have the money for the weekends. So weekends are supposed to be fun money, are supposed to be enjoy money. So when this happens, these bills need to be paid. So I can't take money from here, but I can take money from here. Will this be enough to cover the expense? I don't know, but it is a plan. But also the opposite can happen. I can just pay my bills normally, and I will know at the beginning of the month if any money will be left. And besides the money that's to be saved, I can do what I want to with the money that's left. And that's a nice thing to do, to have. So basically, last week of the month is preparing the following months this way. Also have a look at what are the goals of the year, and I have the goals written in yearly, monthly, semestrally, 6 and 6 months, every quarter, and then monthly. So I have a look at those and I see if any of those goals implicate spending any money, and if so, how much and for what, and I write it down. It's a bit of trouble, but it happens once a month. Then on a weekly basis, I don't have to do this much. And just like the rest of the housekeeping schedule, it rests my mind. I don't need to worry whether or not I'm going to be able to do or not, to be able to pay or not, to be able to have or not. I will know, yes, I will be able to, or no, I will not be able to. And it relaxes me. It relaxes me. And it's not like I'm in control, but instead of not knowing what is coming, I have an idea and I can adjust. And that's very helpful. Why Tuesdays? Well, I thought about doing it on Monday, but Mondays I'm groggy. I thought about doing it on Friday. I tried it for years, but Fridays I'm always tired. I don't feel like it. I tried to do it during the week, but it doesn't make sense because I haven't spent everything. So usually I don't spend money on Monday, and Tuesday is the day right afterwards. So I decided to try it, and it has been working. So I'm going to keep it.